Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Thursday, August the 10th. The year's 2023. Let's talk trading. You have it backwards. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. You have it backwards. You go long and the price drops. You go short and the price goes up. Why do you have it backwards? That's the question. Why do you have it backwards? What are you doing that is causing you to enter trades in quote unquote the wrong direction, in the unprofitable direction? Well, as always, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from mine. And as always, have your risk management in place, because you don't want to lose any more on a single trade than you're willing to lose. Okay? So we're looking at these things and we're wondering, why do we have it backwards? We just had some red news at the bottom of the hour. And do you see what price did? So the question is, were you on the right side of the trade or the wrong side of the trade? Maybe you stood aside. Well, what I was actually hedged, and I think I had a difference of about, I don't know, 7 or 8 pips because it had gone against me. It's like, why? I got in. And sometimes what'll happen is, to me, I'll put a trade in and the broker will slip me by maybe, I don't know, a half a pip or 3/10 of a pip, just enough where I can't get out with the profit. I'm trapped. It's almost like they know, or they fill me. Say, if I was going short, they would fill me right at the bottom of the candle. They would move the price. Or if I was going, long, they'd fill me right at the top of the candle, and then the price reverses. So like, for example, if I would have gone long here at 65, they probably would have filled me somewhere maybe around 60, maybe 66 or something. And all of a sudden, I just can't get that profit. So one of the things that I've done to combat that is try to trade at the open price of the candle, because price is going to move away from the open. This isn't anything that is a secret. I'm not telling you something that's like, ooh, wow. But if you really think about it, so right now is the chance to get in at the open, right there when that candle opened, because then it's going to move up or down. But the thing is, if you get in right at the open, that might give you the chance to get out. So, for example here, if I wanted to go long, I've got this spread working against me. So when that candle opens, I've got to overcome the spread. So a lot of times I'll wait to see if it puts in a little tail and then jump in, try and get in. If I can't get in at the open, get in close to it. And as you can see here, prices, it came all the way down into the 50s. I don't think it hit the, no, it didn't quite hit the launch pad, but it's moving back up. And the thing is, I was short somewhere around here, and then I didn't ride it. And that was my fault. But as you can see, there was a lot of movement here, over what, almost 70 pips, I think. From here, yeah, 65 pips. There was a lot of movement. We put in the range now 111. In fact, when I think when this bar opened, we were only around 60, maybe 70 pips in range. And no, I think, yeah, 60 pips, because that ran up. Oh, let's see. This candle we had a open call it 70, so that was 30, yeah, about 40 pips. So once again, why do you have it backwards? You know, you see this one ball, and that means price is breaking out. So maybe you took the breakout, maybe you tried the reversal trade. But it just seems like no matter which way you go, it just goes against you. But sometimes you have to realize that price is going to wiggle a bit. It's not going to just move in a straight line. Because even here, it went up, then it came back a little bit, and then it continued. And I know a lot of times people want to trade off of the 3 balls, and they'll get burned because I think somewhere around here it was a 3 ball, and they got all anxious. And maybe they took a trade here, and then all of a sudden it went against them. And these diamonds, or well, we say dots, but these diamonds here, that's the indicator 2, which is the EMA 5. But basically, this is saying, hey, price closed below it. Aqua price closed above it. It's one of those things, yeah, you can see it. It's not anything difficult to see. But what I've learned is by having those diamonds or dots, you can change the wingding. That's, you know, in the indicator. It's just a little reminder, hey, you know, we are above indicator 2. So we should only be long. And the thing about indicator 2 is it's a toughie. This is something that requires discipline, but it'll keep you from being backwards more times than not. Especially if you move up a time frame. So what I like to do is I look at a indicator 2 here on M5, and see right now it just turned, and it just turned magenta, now it turned back. Is I want to make sure I'm on the right side of it. And also on M1. So it's like these two, I hone in on that. And you can see here we're less than a pip away, so prices hasn't been making the move. But once these diamonds or dots flip-flop, it's just kind of like when the candles flip-flop. You take that trade in that direction of the flop, so it flipped and flopped right here. So we want to go, when this candle closed, you just want to go long. And now the discipline is staying in that trade until you see the price, or you see the diamond flip-flop again. So until you see a close of a magenta dot or diamond, you stay in the trade. And let me tell you, it takes discipline, because you can see here you were at 75, came all the way back down to 68, and then it came back the other way. Does that always happen? No. But the thing is, what's really cool about it is you'll get the lion's share of a move. You'll usually get about 60%. So if it's 10 pip move, you'll get 6. You know, if it's a 20 pip move, you'll get 12. Yeah, you're going to give back some. But the thing is, you're going to get that lion's share. And you can see here, you'd have to sit on your hands. So if you entered here, so this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You're in this trade for 40 minutes. And the question is, can you do that? Wait, is that right? No, I'm sorry. This is M1, not M5. So far you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're in that trade for 9 minutes. Can you do that? Can you not wiggle out here? So let's just say that if this price closed at 68, you would have given back some, but you would still made 2 pips. But if you stayed in the trade and wrote it out, now if you're really confident, or if you want to try something, you know, if you're trading normally a lot or more, you can put a dime, just trade, you know, a micro lot, and every time you see it close aqua, add a trade. Just add one more mini lot. So right here, this one would have come down, then you add it again, 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 it moved up, you add it again, you add it again, you add it again right here. So right now, you see this one would be negative, this one would be negative. And if it closes in the next 38 seconds, if that closes below, then you exit the trade. But it takes something called intestinal fortitude. You might know that term is guts. Then again, if you have a certain profit target and you made your profit on the trade, you can take the money off the table. Okay, so you had that close, so you're out. And that's simple. Now you could re-enter and go the other way, because you can see here both of these are showing short or sell. And you see M5 just turned. And you may have decided not to go short. Why? Because you'd be trading against M30, you'd be trading against H1, you'd be trading against H4, trading against the daily and the weekly. So what you might do is you exit your long, and now you sit on your hands and you wait for another long signal. And so right there you just got a long signal, so now you go long again. And it continues. So, do you have it backwards? If you do, maybe you can pop indicator 2 on your chart, which is simply TRO-IND2. And there's also a regular multimeter that just shows the colors, it doesn't give the distance. That's the freebie. This is one of the donationals. And then you could just use that, or you could just have 2 charts, a M1 and an M5 with indicator 2, and you could just look back and forth. So if you're having that trouble backwards, this just might help you to start going in the right direction. So fellow traders, the fastest 15 minutes in trading is just about over. Let me know what you think about today's video. I'd like to hear from you, and let me know if you use indicator 2 or something similar. In fact, indicator 2, you can change the inputs. Doesn't have to be the EMA 5. It could be whatever moving average you might like to use. So fellow traders, always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.